What is going on, guys? Your boy Guns here. We're gonna do a second attempt here because we were going into my recording here with our special guest today, Mr. Sneaky, joining us, guys. I accidentally hit stop recording, so rip me. So we put together some 10 tips for you guys for Season of Strife. Welcome to the channel, Sneaky.
Yeah, man. Honestly, it's a pleasure. Glad to be on, and obviously, thanks for having me. And I hope everyone enjoys this collaboration, which is kind of like a follow-up on the one we've done.
Absolutely. All right, guys. So going into the first one straight away, our guy Sneaky has the first tip for us, giving us advice on when to exactly buy the CP store from the VIP shop.
Yeah, so everyone knows like you can buy CP bots from the VIP shop, and it always refreshes on a Monday. So every Monday you can buy, I think it's around 1600 CP off the top of my head, if I remember right. And obviously with that CP, you can obviously level up your heroes. But your Season of Strife could start midweek, so it could start on a Wednesday. Like Noir, I think you guys started on Thursday, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those things where if you're starting midweek, what you want to do is save the CP, wait until your Season of Strife begins, and buy that CP in the season. Because if you don't, all that seasonal CP is going to be scrapped, basically, right, before you go in. So it's a really good tip because it's going to allow you to get prestige, allow you to get all the policies and stuff you need for your beginning of the season.
Yeah, for sure, bro. That's something that even I didn't know of and I didn't do. That's a whole, 1,500 CP that you guys can go towards your policies. As you guys know in the beginning, it's a freaking race to getting those season policies going. Especially some of the whales here, and not just Noir and other alliances too, bro. They just fully buy out. This is kind of like a little bonus one, I guess, that since we're talking about CP. You can go here, right, into the Titana Legacy, click on this little arrow here, and you can buy all the way up to rune level 80. Now, unless you're a big spender, do your thing, right? But even for me, I'm like, yeah, no, I can't spend 59k gems. But, if you're trying to be top of the line competitor, that's another way to advance or get us a lot more CP pots there. Another one here, tip number 2, that our guy Sneaky has, and that I saw that I'm like, bro, I don't think anyone in Noir is currently doing this. And of course the OG Sneaky's gonna know that. So what I'm referring to is you can collect your freaking CP rune, like the runes from your original home kingdom for the CP recovery. You touch up on that, Sneaky?
Yeah,
and how
man.
that
So
works?
you got to think. So when you're in a Season of Strife, or just the new seasons as we're going to be going into, you're able to hop in and out of your home kingdom at any given point, which is really cool. And the thing about this is you're able to jump out of your season, go into your home kingdom, go and kill your flame dragon boys, right? Drop the runes, get tier 5 runes, and if you need to do training, research, CP, like we said, for like pushing more darklings early game, you're able to get those runes and then jump back into your season and keep going with them, which is kind of insane, right? It's kind of insane that you're able to do that.
I'm literally looking for a CP rune, bro. As we're recording this, I'm like, I don't think I see one. I'm gonna have to teleport to like a magma or something to try to get that. But yeah, guys, that's pretty insane, and that's gonna have a huge advantage, especially if you get the 10% recovery. Some of you guys were unfortunate and got 4th place, so you already got that CP recovery. Lol. So yeah, at least you guys get more prestige, huh? You guys had that 200 IQ play, yeah. All
Hey, they can
right,
level up their heroes. Go ahead.
dead ass. All right, this next one is a little bit more of like a generalized one, which has to do with March targeting. Sneaky, what do you have on that?
So settings, right? So if you go into
Settings.
Call of Dragons settings, you're able to mess around with quite a lot of stuff. And one of them is the ability to target marches. It's only honestly new in Call of Dragons, let's be honest, right? So some people might keep forgetting to turn this on or off. But you can actually choose what you target. So if you're in PvP and maybe like you're a T4 player, you can turn off Darklings, you can turn off rallies, right? So you're not really hitting anything else apart from the enemy's troops, which is really good. So you're not messing up, when you're dragging troops away and that. And like with that, you can even go even further and go a little bit further down, I think. And you should be able to change it's like a formation stance setting too. And what this does is whenever you move troops as like a 5-man march ball, your range units position at the back, and then your two, melee units go in front, and they try and keep this shape or this formation. So if you try to move them and rotate them, it pivots around and kind of slows down your movement. So again, that really does affect you in PvP and can get you killed. So I'd turn both of those settings off to help you out.
100% too, and sometimes when they bring in little patches or whatever, it resets that stuff, guys. So just be very mindful of that. That's happened to me, unfortunately. Like I've gone out to the battlefield, we were fighting FS, and like my marches were literally dragging their freaking ass, dude, all over the grass, dude. I'm like, what the hell's going on with my marches? And my boy Gray was like, yeah, your auto positioning is probably on, as you guys saw in the settings that we went here, and how Sneaky explained you can select those. On top of that, I didn't have this selected. It resets it almost every time you log in, yeah? League and
almost every time. It's annoying. I wish they changed that. So if there's Dev watching this video, get it sorted.
Yeah, please, thank you. Yeah, because even for me, guys, even streaming, like I remember we had like a huge ball, and it was gonna be our first little engagement against FS, and of course I hit a freaking Darkling, bro. It was a disaster. I was getting trolled, bro. It was crazy. All right, the next one that our guy Mr. Sneaky has here for us, guys, is knowing where to spend your CP. Should you do forts or Darklings?
Yeah, it is the age-old question. It was kind of funny because my first stream doing Season of Strife, we actually had this test and argument on stream about this. And the thing is, everyone thinks forts are better, and generally if you want certain things like maybe speed ups or certain resources, you could say they are. But early game, when you want just the prestige, which is really important, that you need to push that policies, for the PvP advantage that you're going to have, it's been proven Darklings give the most, because if you don't remember this, anytime you fight Darklings, if you keep fighting with the same group and don't send them home, your CP gets reduced. So instead of costing 50 per time, it goes to 48, then it goes to 46, 44, 42, and it caps out at 40 CP. So you can actually, with just 3 marches, in reality, hit some Darklings, spend only 120 CP, and get more prestige for it. So it's definitely the way to go if you want to maximize on your prestige gain from forts or Darklings. So
yeah, absolutely. I mean, honestly, I was looking at that yesterday. I'm like, I wonder which one is more, time efficient, I guess, or trying to get the most prestige possible. And yeah, like how just recapping on what Sneaky said, the more you're out there, the less CP you're using. You can see it up top. As soon as you kill the Darkling, you'll see like the negative 40 or however much CP it is. So that's definitely a good one there, guys. Kind of like a nice little min-maxing, trying to get every edge of advantage you can against who you're playing against. The next one, guys. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that I have to go over this one, but we keep on seeing it. We're not gonna call people out. We're not gonna say any names, right? But in top alliances, I don't know how, to each their own, but people still are leveling up their hero skills here. They're starting up their heroes before they get the first skill here to level 5. And this is freaking crucial, especially for people that, low spend or free to play. Some mid spenders and above can fix that pretty quickly. However, other people, they just, guys, guys. And if you really ruined your freaking hero, just leave it alone and pray for skill lock.
Yeah, that's the one thing because like I reckon when skill lock does come, it's not gonna be too bad because you should be able to reset the hero and then skill lock and fix it down the line. So if you did mess up, it is what it is. But yeah, skill lock. Don't start level up your heroes too soon. Don't get the premature the premature leveling up.
Legit. Legit. You guys can see here I unlocked the new cavalry heroes yesterday with $35. Let's go. I'll drop the link to that stream at the end of this video. But yeah, as you can see here, I haven't put stars into this new commander. And we put it in here. I know some of you guys are probably like, bro, come on, we're in season of Strife. We already know this, bro. Like, trust me, guys. People send me their account reviews, and I see it all the time, guys. So definitely don't make that mistake. Another one I want to quickly touch up on. We're on number 6, I believe now. Yeah. The
Yep.
next one I want to touch up on, guys, is making sure that you guys are still utilizing the little trick. Actually, you know what? I'll add that as a second video here so you guys know it goes a little bit more into detail of when your guys are releasing your pets, right? So if you see here, for example, Bolt from the Blue, we can just do it for demonstration purposes. We go ahead and buy this. Oh, wow. I almost didn't have enough exchange coins. That's embarrassing.
It would have been, but that would have been savage.
Right. So you can regenerate it down to this one. I'm lucky enough that I didn't have to regenerate it down to 2 skills. But you can just do this real quick, get it down to 2 skills. And then the second one. So the one that you don't want is the one that you level up 1 star higher than the one you do want, right? So in this case, we want infection. So we get Bolt from the Blue up to level 1 star. Release. Bam. All right, I'm glad that worked. If not, that would have been awkward. So
Imagine, oh no, the one chance.
yeah, I need guys, there's also like the whole like the quick upgrade, but damn, you need like 10 of those. You need 10
Yeah,
of
it
the
depends
same
on the
skill.
skill, I think.
It's a lot of them. So, you know, for some people might justify it, but for me, so far I've still been using the old school method. Moving on to the next one, guys. Farm accounts and how RSS is quickly becoming more and more of a meta. What do you think about that, Sneaky?
Yeah, farming is harsh. You definitely need a farm account. Maybe just one if you want to be really competitive and just, feed yourself specific resources, maybe like gold and wood, or you farm like mana and like stone, maybe in that regard or something and that. But the thing is, with like the farming meta, a lot of people mess it up, and there's myths and misinformation out there which we need to address quickly, which is farming on Alliance territory, guys, doesn't give Alliance resources. Just remember that. When you're on Alliance territory, the bonus for it is actually this 25% gathering speed. So it's always important to farm on Alliance territory because it's quicker to do so. So that's kind of the only benefit for doing that. As well as like the landmarks. It's kind of made a video all about this because it's one tip and trick, to be honest, I kind of slept on too for quite a while. But even in Season of Strife, you'll notice the landmarks in Zone 1, some of them have some crazy good tiles. Level 8s, 9s, 10s sometimes. Like, if you're super lucky when you go around and have a look. So you will definitely want to take advantage of farming, otherwise you'll fall behind.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I was trying to kill a freaking one of the little like acolytes to try to get that CP rune, since I'm abiding by the tips that we're learning here today, and I freaking had the little legion thing click, so I couldn't even attack the thing. I'm like, oh damn, I totally forgot I switched that. See guys, always freaking make sure that you guys check that out before you go into combat. But yeah, like Sneaky was saying with the farm accounts, guys, like dude, the amount of people that slack on farming is insane. And you guys will see, if you guys aren't already seeing, dude, RSS healing is more and more becoming a thing, guys. I mean, I know they kind of nerfed diligence a little bit in terms of how much RSS reduction it does, but it's still pretty crazy. I still haven't decided which one I'm going for, so maybe we can cover that in another video. But guys, Get those farm accounts going. You don't have to be perfect, bro. I know some of you guys get freaking anxiety attacks when you log into an account and you see that stuff is not in the queue. It doesn't have to be perfect, guys. It's a farm account. On top of that, you really only got to get it to what, level 16? The city, all right,
probably
at the
around that, yeah.
minimum. That way you can at least get it into your KVK and get it farming those juicy nodes. So don't slack on that, guys. You'll regret it. You'll regret it for sure. On top of that, kind of like a little extra food for thought there with the farm accounts, guys. Make sure that you're also killing pets, right? Killing pets. That way you can sell the freaking skills to get exchange coins, and then in exchange coins you can buy RSS at a freaking at the best price yet, right? Which leads me on to my next one, guys, is leveraging the Bazaar. Go ahead, Sneaky. What do you think what are your tips on leveraging this good old Bazaar system that we have here?
Yeah, the
Toxic as hell.
Bazaar, it's toxic as hell because it's a really good system on paper, but obviously we, for some reason, don't get the full value because of the tax on the Bazaar. But for what I would suggest personally for most of the free-to-play players is generally don't. Well, not even that. Actually, probably for the spenders, you could probably sell any of the resources. I'm not gonna lie, because you're most likely gonna have them, right? If you really want to. But mana was the one I'm always a bit, I don't want to give away so much mana because mana is just so important for research, trading troops, just even like just everything in general. Like it's just so important to have mana. So to me, if you're able to buy mana from the Bazaar, it's gonna benefit you so much. And if you can like sell just gold and wood and stone just to fill out and get a couple of 100 gems, you'll probably be more grateful doing that like as a long-term plan than losing all the mana.
Yeah, the people right now are like, wait, we can go back now? They're like, wait, it doesn't reset your heroes and policies? I'm like, guys, I don't think so. At least watch me go back to KVK, guys, and I lose everything.
No, you're gonna be like, wait, why is the rune still there? You'll be like, wait, what?
Let me actually share this with the whiff. Wait, oh, rune only, no chatting chat. There we go. I'll share it in there, and I now share it with the wife before she freaking sends me an angry text message saying, "Why didn't you share that rune with me?" Oh,
where's my
rune?
rune?
She's not popping up, guys. Rip. All right, it's fine. We'll let her know. We'll let her know. All right, so. Yeah, like how you was saying, guys, like on top of that, there's rumors that people have freaking auto clickers going on to collect some of this RSS, which I would not doubt, and like how he said, being able to leverage that exactly when reset comes, yeah, Sneaky.
Yeah, especially yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
we're talking about.
Yeah, when you're looking at like trying to buy it, like the time leverage wise, instead of like management of your resources, you definitely want to go generally on reset. I've always noticed so far, it may be only my kingdom, it could be different on everyone else's, but it just feels like human nature resets here. We need to do everything in today, and that's kind of what happens. So you'll notice on reset the Bazaar goes crazy. Like it just goes absolutely crazy. So if you're able to just get on at that time window, there's a good chance you might be able to get some resources you want to buy.
Yes, sir. Look at that, guys. Even the guys in Noir are like, wait, what? We're going back to get that. And those of you guys that are watching these videos and these tips, thanks with the help of Sneaky. You guys will be able to have an advantage that much more on your opponents, and with that being said too, guys, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys know who Mr. Sneaky is, the OG himself, but if you don't worry, we're gonna have a link to his YouTube down in the descriptions box so you guys don't miss out on more tips. And me personally, I watch Mr. Sneaky's videos all the time too. I don't know if he knows that, But you know, you can always learn, right? Like what I always say, guys, always be a student. All right, never think that you know it all, because that's when you stop learning a lot. All right, so moving on from the Bazaar one, not slacking in the Brink of War advantage. Those of you guys that have the Rise of Kingdoms background understand like how big of a difference this boost is here. What do you think, Sneaky? How big is the damage dealt? 3, 2, 1, and then for those unfortunate souls that get anything underneath that.
Yeah, so like people don't know this yet because they've obviously not experienced it and they've not played Rock, and this might be this first game, right? As Call of Dragons, but you need to honestly, as a server, as an alliance, like or alliances, you really do need to put the effort in to win that Brink of War, or just to get as high as possible, because that all damage dealt is on everything, guys. That's all either rally damage, garrison damage, open field, which obviously includes hero skill, normal attack, crit, counter. Like we can keep going on, right? There's just so much damage in the game, so you're gaining so much of a buff over your enemies, right? If you don't get a top 3 spot, I'm gonna be honest, I would go for rank 5. Rank 5, if I remember correctly, gives you Legion March speed, while the others kind of give you more PvE related, buffs. And to be honest, March speed is pretty good. You can have March speed in PvP and you can get in and out, and it's not damage, but you might be able to escape the damage, right? But you definitely need to work on Brink of War, boys. If you're not in the top 3, you're going to be feeling it, I'm telling you.
Absolutely, bro. And you know, and this goes for that guy in my comment section calling me out for pushing 30 million power during Brink of War. My decision was 100% a team-based decision, with also maximizing my account, being able to help out the team, right? Because now I'm sure some of the math nerds crunched the numbers down and were like, okay, BDO got X amount of points during training, Noir got X amount of points during training, and as you guys seen, you know, even in Sneak into his videos, he'll tell you training, you know, is what determines the winner for that Brink of War. So
Yeah.
you definitely, as a kingdom, need to prepare for that. I think Noir, if I'm trying to remember correctly, I think Noir, the average was like 7 or 8 million per player, maybe more. I'd have to look at those numbers again, but nonetheless, especially R5s, R4s, start talking to your members. Hey, we're gonna need to save around X amount of speeds, right, relative to your kingdom size, right? Because you're not going to tell a free-to-play player like, all right, yep, every season push 7 million power or you're out. Like, okay, clearly you guys are in different levels of the game, you know, so it kind of pertains there.
Yeah, if I could just add as well,
Of
just to
course.
help with that, people might get scared on like powering up, but the way this event is set up, and again, this is like people from Rise of Kingdoms will probably know what I'm about to say. In the season, just train T4. It sounds crazy, but train T4 because it's cheaper
Mm.
to do than your T5. And when you get to that Brink of War event, all you're going to be doing is promoting 16,000 T4 troops instantly into T5. And that point difference is still 12 points. So you actually get a lot more point efficiency by doing it that route. It's a little bit a long term, I will admit, but as everyone says, right, the turtle or the hare, which wins, right? And it turns out to be the turtle. So
Hmm.
it's kind of that age-old race. So that's another little bit to add on there, like you can help your guys out, especially when it comes to powering up.
Yeah, you know, I was actually thinking about that when I was running through. I'm like, how many T4 could I leverage here? You know, especially
Yeah.
for people that don't spend as much and don't have those military expansions, especially like during the training, right? Because you can only have the title for so long, especially if you're in a very active kingdom, for example. I only had the title for, I think, I say only, but it was a lot. But 2 hours, guys. You got to think with the
Jesus.
amount of players that are pushing. I had full max. What is it? 30% train speed when you
Yeah,
have
that's
the kingdom
crazy.
buff, the rune, and the title, guys. So because I waited 2 season of Strife, right? For those of you guys that love min maxing, kind of an extra tip for you guys: start preparing for the season of Strife time, right? Or so that way you got the max amount of boosts for your account. For example, for me, I waited till I had that 30% buff, so I was able to train about 5 million more in power, guys, because of the amount of buffs that I had. That is huge out in the field. All right, guys. So we gave you guys a little bit extra tips, and as we come up with more, we can make up some more videos for you guys. But we're coming towards the end of the video here. Sneaky, do you have any last minutes tips that you can give to the viewers of the channel here in
Yeah, there's
preparation for
definitely
Season
one.
of Strive, or just anything that you could think of?
Right, so this is one, I'm not gonna lie, I put it down at the beginning, well, it's on the list, and now it's even more important because we've done a little bit more information about it, and it's to do with the Stone Testament policy. So if you go to your season policies really early on, you're gonna see once you complete your first three, you can unlock the 5 out of 5 for increasing your Stone Testaments by
Mm,
25%. So the tip is make sure that is 5 out of 5. I'm going to tell you now. Because if you don't have it 5 out of 5, right, when you go to claim your Stone Testaments from your Protector quest, which would be the next day, you're losing out on so much that you're only going to unlock 3 mastery skills, and that seems really good. But in fact, if you do it correctly, you can actually unlock 4 skills. So it's massive the fact that you're getting one additional skill over other players that are messing up on this. So the best thing to do, make sure it's 5 out of 5. You can still complete the quests, just to give you guys a little heads up. You can still complete the quests, just don't claim them. Just get the policy done first and then claim them, and then you're good as golden. So that's the biggest thing I would say, especially with Season of Strife. It's going to help you get those mastery skills.
As you guys can see, guys, as Mr. Sneaky was going through that tip, I'm like going through it. I'm like, oh crap, I'm not even doing that myself. So I'm already getting to that, so I don't fall behind. But yeah, guys, obviously Mr. Sneaky is always really good. He always has a lot of good tips. Like I said, we're gonna drop a link to his channel. But Mr. Sneaky, where could they find you, brother?
Yeah, just type in Mr. Sneaky, probably gaming, it should come up, or Mr. Sneaky, Call of Dragons, but we're only on YouTube. We might expand eventually, but YouTube is our home, so there you go.
For sure, guys. And like I said, and I'll say it for a third time, we're going to drop that description down there. Make sure you guys check out my boy, Mr. Sneaky, so you guys don't miss out on the amount of knowledge, right? One of the things that I always say is like, obviously everyone has like their choice of who they like to watch, right? But, if you guys didn't know about Mr. Sneaky, which you're probably living under a rock, but if you do now, right? Even I learned from him. Other people learn from him as well. Make sure you guys check that out. So with that being said, Mr. Sneaky, bro, it's been a pleasure having you on the channel, man. We definitely need to do more, dude. I mean, I know we've been talking about it for a little while, but you know how it is in the life of content creators, bro. We're just in our little freaking shell brainstorming, doing like trying to figure out what to do, so but it's like I definitely enjoyed this. It's nice and fresh for my channel to do some collaborations with other content creators that I also personally watch. So I appreciate you being in the channel, brother.
Yeah, man, honestly, it's been a pleasure. So thank you for having me, man.
All right, guys. So if you guys enjoyed that video, make sure you drop a like for the video, and don't want to miss out on any more tips of how to get an advantage against your opponents. Drop that subscription, turn on that notification, lets you guys know when I drop a new video or go live, guys. Until next time, it's your boy Guns and Sneaky. We are out. Peace.